Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me.
You are now tuned into the Boxing Voice Radio. Join us every Thursday and Sunday, live at 7 p.m. Eastern Time.
TheBoxingVoice.com Yo, where'd you get the Red Bull from?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another edition of Untitled, where we kick back, relax, and we just chop it up. And today we actually got some live guests in the building from OnePlant. Gentlemen, introduce yourselves to our audience. Let them know who you are.
Make sure you guys talk into the mic.
Gotcha. Yeah, and you could definitely move the beer so it could get closer to you. There you go.
Yeah.
Cool.
So what's up? Who's first?
Go, Byron.
Cool. My name is Byron. I'm the assistant general manager at OnePlant Goleta in Santa Barbara, California. This is my partner, Jared, my man, number one hitter.
Thank you.
And we're just out there doing it.
So how'd you guys get into this industry? And introduce yourself for the audience, please.
My name's Jared.
You could actually bring that closer to you. There you go.
There we go. Now we
you want to lay back,
now we good.
You know
yeah, let me get my lean on.
It goes back more if you want to.
Let me get my lean on.
There you go.
My name's Jared. I am the general manager for OnePlant Goleta. As Byron said, we opened up about a year ago. I brought him on. I've known him for a long time in Santa Barbara through many nightclub industries and restaurants. And as I was looking to bring on someone I could count on that was dependable, he was my first man that came to mind. And here we are now, coming up on 1 year and growing and growing.
So OnePlant has been around for 1 year, or the Santa Barbara location has been around for 1 year?
We're coming up on 1 year in Santa Barbara. We've had many locations we got 9 locations actually, and we've been around for a few years. A couple acquisitions in the mix throughout the years, bringing our total to 9. 4 new openings in the last 12 to 13 months. Antioch, California, Lompoc, California, which is about 45 minutes north of Santa Barbara, Goleta, and most recently, we just opened Palm Springs early January 2022.
Okay. And how many of those have you worked at or been a part of?
I've been personally a part of 3 of them, Lompoc being number 1, helped and assisted opening that. Goleta was mainly my own project, building it out, designing, curating the menu, hiring, putting a whole staff together, all that good stuff, and then assisted with the vice president of operations in both those 2 that I just mentioned, and then Palm Springs that we just popped off a few months ago.
Okay.
And OnePlant is a full one-stop shop, right? You guys not only do obviously in the facility, but also delivery.
Absolutely, yeah. So delivery is a huge component. Kind of bringing it back to that old school thing, when you just used to meet your guy. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, it's a huge component. There's many reasons why people don't want to leave the house. Convenience-wise, nowadays.
Safety-wise,
absolutely.
Yo, it's just so convenient.
On demand. Everything's on demand right now. You got Uber Eats, you got Postmates, you got Uber, you got your apps, which we will be dropping our app in the next 10 to 14 days. So we'll look out that for on the App Store. But yeah, delivery is a huge component.
Yeah, I literally had a weed man back in high school. We called him Pizza because he always delivered. Like he always delivered, so that was his nickname, was Pizza.
So that's what we call it. We call it the pizza model. Yeah. Okay. We got 2 models. We got an ice cream model. Mm-hmm. We got a pizza model. Pizza models from point A to point B. You get the product, you take it, you drop it off, you come back to the shop. We also have options called the ice cream truck method, which is your big worm right there. You're out. You got inventory, certain amount that you're allowed to have in California, where they cap it out for safety reasons. And yeah, you basically send a guy out there for 6 to 8 hours on a shift, and he's got his app, just like I said, on demand, Uber Eats or Postmates. He gets his deliveries. He's got his inventory. Boom, he's out for the shift.
That was his nickname.
Sorry about that. I was still live. So I wanted to actually see if you guys could teach me a little bit of the differences between, like vapes and the THC oils, I guess, or syringes, right? Like I prefer, or I like to use rather, syringes, and I feel like these vapes, they don't do much of nothing. What's your guys' thoughts on vapes? You into those?
Not too much. I can smoke them a little bit here and there, but
it really don't get the job done.
Throat. No, it doesn't. Exactly. It doesn't. You get too used to it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like flower is power, man.
Flower's the best.
Yeah,
Exactly.
It doesn't get
it's
better
number
than that.
one. You can't kick the king
Okay,
of vapes.
okay. I thought maybe I just never found the right vape. I was kind of hoping you guys tell me like, nah, you got to get
rosin.
this
Rosin.
vape. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, rosin
Some
carts.
hash.
Rosin carts are hitting the
Those,
market hard right now.
Yeah. That's kind of the
Which
thing.
rosin's pressed flour at a high temperature that gets a solventless concentrate.
Cleaner burn.
And you guys have that.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
We got brands by Tyson 2.0, which is Tyson's new company. We also got Stizzy, which is huge. We also got Kaizen.
Kaizen,
Yeah, Maven Genetics, which is hot out of Los Angeles.
How hard has it been for you guys to place an order for these mic bites? I feel like everybody that we have on the show can't get a hold of these. And so it's like, are they doing this on purpose or are they selling out that quickly?
They're really selling out that
Yeah.
quick. Yeah.
Wow.
They came
mean,
they came in and came out. People were driving up from Los Angeles, down from Lompoc, as far as San Luis Obispo.
They launched
And
in every
yeah.
legal state, like all at once. So, I mean,
Crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like situations like that, they should have anticipated it, right?
It's okay to have a little bit more, put people on edge a little bit more, build it up.
Adds to the
so many-
demand, adds to the demand.
Yeah, exactly.
So many things in this industry change, if not week to week, from day to day. So to be able to kind of hold out a little bit and tease the market, keep them captive,
Yeah.
ain't a bad business model in itself.
What would you call the Popeye's chicken sandwich of the weed industry?
Ooh.
I've never even eaten one, so I'm gonna leave that to
Ah,
Well,
blasphemy.
but still, whether you vape one or not, it was still the craziness over it, right? Like people waiting in line.
Oh, that hot
for like
sandwich that came,
for like
yeah.
40, 50 minutes, just to get a fucking chicken sandwich at a fast food restaurant.
Yeah.
You're not going to McDonald's or fucking Burger King to wait 50 minutes in line, but people were doing that. So I'm trying to figure out
I think
what weed product is getting that demand.
I definitely think there's a huge cart craze. So it's probably like heavy hitters and Steezy and all
Yeah.
those. There's kind of like they have a very strong following. They've been around for a long time. About almost half our sales, probably carts, right?
Yeah, I
Just
would
close
say.
behind
Yeah, I
flower.
would say. Lately,
right behind flower,
Lately,
right?
yeah, vapes are right there neck and neck with straight bud flower.
Really?
Not including pre rolls or infused pre rolls. If you have that, there'll be probably a 10 or 15% on that. But yeah, I mean week to week from vapes to straight flower that I sell, with 8s to carts. I mean shit, it's like sometimes $50 to $100.
Wow.
Difference.
Wow.
Yeah,
so-
it's. I mean, they're convenient. They're convenient.
Again, conveniency. Yeah.
I got a cash app from Majimbe in New Jersey, where it is now recreational. He says, ask them if they feel dry herb vape give more flavor.
Depending on what temperature you burn it at.
Exactly.
For me, I still like smoking old school. I get the best flavor from a nice bong rip. But each to their own.
You prefer bong?
All day.
Oh, wow.
All day.
Man, there's something about smoking, right?
Yeah.
I smoked more joints today with you guys than probably in the last 6 to 8 months.
Yeah, it was a
Straight up.
And you feel like, damn, they're wasting weed, right? Because you get higher
let's do
with
this.
one rip.
Nah, not one rip. Tolerance is high, but I mean, smoke. But there is something about smoking joints like what we just did right now, breaking up that
Yeah,
weed.
it's a camaraderie
You know,
too,
but
man.
yeah,
Like you,
shooting the shit while you do it.
You in a cipher, you passing it, y'all talking.
Yes, exactly.
Yo, you can't do that with a big ass bong in your face. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man.
Yo, let me tell you, the first time I ever got high, I was in high school, and after school, go to my friend's place. We're around the game, and they took out a gas mask. I'm like, the fuck
That's
is that?
aggressive.
And they took out a gas mask.
That was the first time,
and
Lord.
then my boy goes into his mom's china cabinet and takes out the tequila, and so they mix the water and the tequila in there.
Of course.
And then that was my first time ever trying weed. Nobody told me to keep my eyes closed, right? So I'm fucking like coughing, and then I'm crying, and the shit was terrible. Let me tell you,
Did you
the
get
whole
high?
experience?
Because most
Yeah,
people say they don't get high their first time. Did you get high the first time you smoked weed?
No, definitely not.
Yeah,
definitely
you did get
not.
high.
No,
That's
absolutely
bullshit.
not.
I was
I think that's
senseless.
bullshit.
I was
I was fucking
No,
high.
listen, my first time, it scared me straight. The world was spinning. I was 17. The world
I
was
felt like I was in a
spinning.
bubble.
Yeah.
I walked home and I said, I ain't never doing this shit again. And I swear to you, I didn't smoke again until I was like 27 years old.
Really?
Damn.
Damn.
It
Yeah,
was
your
that
first
long
reality check.
after.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I didn't know that. I didn't think that that functional people like us existed, right? Like movies does a real bad job of giving a poor description of what a person that smokes marijuana looks like or acts like.
That stigma.
Exactly. So, I just didn't know that functional marijuana users existed until, I started to smoke
There you
marijuana.
go,
I'm like,
yeah.
what the fuck? I'm not lazy.
Functional.
I still want to work.
Yeah, it's all about, having, being motivated, with whatever you do. And,
Right.
it's, I feel, every day I get in my car and I'm driving to work, like, I take that moment to just be like, God damn, I'm doing what I love right now.
Do you smoke in your car?
Fuck yeah.
Let's go. I think,
I keep a bubbler on deck.
I don't even understand people who don't.
Hold on. You keep a what?
I keep a bubbler on deck, like old
What's
school
that?
days.
A piece. Just
a water piece, small water piece.
smoke out of. Yeah,
okay. I've never heard it called a bubbler.
It's just
Oh,
a
yeah.
type of piece. It's a
Okay.
smaller water pipe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So where you guys originally from?
Los Angeles, the San
Okay.
Fernando Valley.
Both of you?
818.
I'm from San Diego.
Okay. He's from Chicago. I'm from New Jersey. So you guys were, it's not fair. You guys were always brought up in California, so it was always accessible
It was
and
there, man.
easy, man.
It was there.
Yeah, I mean, seeing how much weed is on the market right now, like growing up in San Diego, even being 10, 15 minutes from the Tijuana border, like I had to search for outdoor weed. Like all we had was the bomb, back then it was just chronic, like you didn't have 40 different strains until the OG Kush craze happened. But yeah, I mean, you just either had the chronic or, you had the Reggies, like you said, which was that brick weed, that Mecki from Mexico. But it's crazy to see how much greenhouse and outdoor bud there is growing out right now, which is a huge component of the sales, for pricing and for people who, prefer to smoke, let's say as natural as you can possibly get from an indoor controlled climate, which is what I prefer. I prefer indoor controlled climate.
Absolutely.
Same,
Good
yeah.
buds, good taste. But yeah, it's crazy to see how the market's changing and evolving.
What do you care what lights it was grown under?
Me personally, I mean, I got love for all weed, I got love for the farmer that does it outdoor in the greenhouse, and I got a lot of love and respect for people that do it indoor as well. For me personally, like I said, I mean, the way I smoke, which is through glass and a bong, I prefer to smoke indoor flower.
Nice. So as a guy that, that run a dispensary, do you guys think that the black market is done?
No way. It's thriving. It's still
Really?
Thriving, yeah.
It's thriving. It's
Like how so? How
bigger
so?
than ever.
What?
Yeah. I mean,
Bruh,
people don't want
tell me how.
People
Don't
wanna
tell too much now.
Yeah. I mean, with taxes and everything, it drives the price up a lot. And
Listen, I'm buying both. And,
As you should.
And I think that they're right there. Like, I got to open my weed apps to find a deal on an ounce. If not, I got to call my mans in there.
Yeah.
but you still want quality, so it's
Exactly.
You just
So I'm
gonna-
looking for a deal or I'm calling my man.
you get it where you can get it. Yeah.
Exactly.
I think from what I've seen when everything opened in California, nearly 3 years ago, it obviously, just skyrocketed, and that's just for curiosity reasons. People want to come in, they want to peep what a retail store looks like. Is it how is it gonna be? Walking through a mall, how can I look at the bud?
Right.
And then all the packaging and it looks like a candy aisle,
Right.
which packaging and is a
They
huge
want that
component of marketing.
experience.
Yeah, they want that
Huge,
exactly.
huge.
They want that experience. And that again, with same as delivery, that safety where they can come in, they feel safe buying it. But I think after that all died down and people came in and saw how expensive weed was at that time,
Yeah.
and got that experience out the way, they're like, fuck it, I'm going back to my dude down the street.
Yeah.
I mean,
But it's still a very busy, industry. Like, I mean, we see 400 to 500 people a day on a slow day from Mondays through Thursday, and we're seeing upwards of 550 to 600 people Friday through Sunday. 420 was a banger for us a couple weeks ago. So
How was 420? Obviously not financially, but what was it? Was it anarchy for you guys? Did you have a line?
Control
Did you run
chaos.
out of anything?
Nah, we didn't run out of anything.
We were prepared.
Nah.
You got to be prepared.
Wow.
Stay prepared.
Yeah.
And how long do you take to get prepared for 420? Are you starting from January or are you starting from the year before?
Honestly, this year we just about 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
10 days before, and we
Steady
knew what
preparation.
deals we were gonna run. We knew what marketing we were gonna do. We knew what advertisements we were already plugged with. So just getting the content from our marketing guy, getting in the right hands to make sure that it's published in time.
Yeah. We have an ad in the local paper, The Independent. That's a Santa Barbara local paper.
Okay.
That works well for you guys, the local paper?
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a
In a
local town.
world where everybody has their phone in their hand, right?
It's a little slower, so I mean,
Santa Barbara's a
it's a-
little, it's a little beach town.
Okay.
yeah.
They're still picking up
Paradise,
papers.
but
Okay, so
Yeah.
it's like Florida. It's like laid back. People go to retire and shit.
Some do.
you're a little
Some
more on
do.
your own time, I guess.
Okay.
Some do.
Yeah,
they got UCSB
definitely.
out there, so you got a big college population, and we're actually about located maybe less than a mile away from UCSB. So a huge of our demographic and customers are obviously college kids. So we got great deals
Shout out to
going on at all
UCSB.
times. Yeah, UCSB, go Gauchos. You guys ever heard of Isla Vista?
No.
Oh man, this place is a fucking zoo. Isla
the party
Vista,
town.
it's about a mile away from our shop. It's 40,000 students in a 1 mile radius block on the bluffs of Pacific Ocean.
Wow.
These kids are just fucking raging. I lived there for 2 years. He lived there for a few years. I was back there in 05 on Del Playa Drive right there on the ocean. Sold a shit ton of weed there. It was fun.
Legally
grew
or
out there.
illegally?
What?
It was 2005.
No,
But-
word.
Santa Barbara's a great town though, man. Shout out to
It
Santa
is.
Barbara.
Yeah.
So what's next for you guys? How long are you gonna stay at OnePlant? Are you is there a plan? What's going on?
I mean, right now I'm happy. OnePlant continues to grow and do big things. There is growth within the company, which was a big factor for me to take this position. In a perfect world, I move into a regional role here in the next few months. Byron is ready to take over my position. But big picture, what I would love to do is I would love to work in the music, sports, fashion, cannabis, all influence, kind of something like that is where I'd like to really be at in a few years. Music, obviously, as well in those categories. Just growing up, skateboarding, snowboarding, action sports was always a big thing for me, and I always wanted to be working in that industry. Here I am now, and those two kind of coincide with one another. So I would like to kind of mix all that up.
How do you want to get into it? How so? What do you envision?
I like marketing. Marketing's what I like. I also would like to do specific a lifestyle marketing where you're building a brand, you're building a culture. You're getting certain people like celebrities and things like that to rep your shit. Having personality, so to speak. That's what I would like to do. So that's kind of like what team managers and things like that do in the skate and snow industry as well. So I kind of like to mix all that together in that pot and do something like that, whether it's work for myself, which is obviously the ultimate goal, or work for a media company or something like that. That's gonna transition. I mean, this industry is 3 years old in California. We're still at the bottom.
There's
And
plenty of adaptation.
from
Opportunity.
what I've learned in 2.5 years, I don't really know where the fuck I'm gonna go next because it's gone so goddamn fast. But I'm ready for it.
Wow. And for you?
Damn, he hit the nail on the head. Really. I think we're both very complementary in our interpersonal relationships and kind of building that network. And I think that's what kind of drew us to even have this vision, and even be in this position. Just being able to work well with each other and kind of have our own niche. Like I said, complementary. But yeah, man, I think I kind of see myself in the same position, something where I'm a little bit more malleable, where I can kind of bridge the gap between other industries, and being here with you guys is a great opportunity to kind of see how things work hand in hand, you know, and it's important that we do what it takes to kind of start that momentum, you know, and make it a little bit more comfortable for people. And I just enjoy it. This is a great ride. And I was telling Jared the other day, I don't really see, there's no clear picture, but there's nice stepping stones in whatever direction we're going in right now. So that's just, it's promising to see how we're kind of snowballing in that direction.
I feel like, you know, I'll speak for myself, but I think a lot of us always kind of like, we're like, think about the future and the future and the future.
Yeah.
And what am I going to do in 2-3 years? Like, I'm just turned 37. This is the first time in my entire life I'm only thinking about today.
Yeah.
And it's dope to like recognize that. So where we go, like, you know, I'm excited, but right now I'm still focusing on the day to day, and this is the most present I've probably ever been career wise. So
I think we're focused
Staying there.
on the process a little
For
bit more
sure.
right now, and you focus too much on the results. You're not present enough in everything you can do while you're in the process to, you know, be prepared. Like we said earlier.
So is there competition? Because you spoke about a college and 40,000 students. I'm sure there's someone else trying to open up shop and corner the market.
there's a few competitors in Santa Barbara and Goleta. There's 2 downtown. In Goleta, where we are, we're the first build to retail recreational. So there's 1 or 2 that were medical that had switched over to recreational. 1 or 2 may have rebranded and whatnot. But on the production that we have and the size retail that we have, you know, I'd like to think we're the most popping spot.
Size retail. So how many square feet is the location?
The building's about 4,500 square feet.
Okay.
Showroom's about 2,500. So we got a lot of
Nice size.
shelf space. Yeah, we got 90 strains of flower always on display, rotating.
90 strains.
90 strains, yeah. That's just on display. We got a lot more that we don't show. But
90 strains on display?
yes, sir.
That seems like a lot. Wow.
It's
So,
a big
a lot.
store, you know.
How many strains do you guys have total? Do you guys carry total?
Like
Right.
your menu shows 90 flowers, or you give someone a book or some shit?
So we
just put it out right there, right in front of you.
Oh, so there's no like menu.
So we got
We have
got
the menus
TVs.
on- yeah.
We got mad TVs in the showroom, probably like 14 TVs, all showing different menus on edibles, cards, pre-rolls. And then the flower menus are behind the cash registers where we keep all our flower. But they're on the bud bar where we have the 90 strains. They're all broken up from, you know, the most affordable and go increasing in price, labeled if they're indica, sativa, and hybrid with the vendor, with the strain, with the price. THC content, CBD content, if it's got any. So you got a menu there, but then you also got the digital menu behind the bud tenders as well. So and we got people floating around, helping out, explaining things. So we're
How do
ready.
you guys choose your strains? Because like these days, there's so much. I mean, it's Jesus, man. It's like you just slap anything. Like I literally had some shit called apples and bananas that I'm in love with.
Cookies? Is that cookies?
I didn't. I bought it from. I
guy?
don't even know. I can't even. No. I wish. Honestly, I wish because
That
he
Girl Scout
knows.
cookies is really good, by the way.
Bro, that apples and bananas, I need a quarter pound of that shit for real, at least. But I didn't buy it from Cookies, so I don't know if it was Cookies. So
I mean, each brand has they have a menu.
yeah.
So
But
I mean, if they got a new drop, they got a new drop.
Yeah,
fuck
there's
with
always
it, we
new.
fuck
There's
with
always
it.
new flower coming
Yeah.
out, and
There's
yeah,
always
but,
new flower coming.
but there's a
out.
lot of the same flower out there, and a lot of the same crosses, and who grows it
Exactly.
better, and whose genetics are better, and you know who's hunting for the right actual
But that's what I'm saying.
plant. You know, like you got.
But you got 90, so how do you choose them?
we meet. You know, people come. It's just like, you know, they just like you. Like for instance, tomorrow I'm going out to Palm Springs. If we fly back to Santa Barbara tonight, I'm heading out to Palm Springs tomorrow for a trade show called Hall of Flowers.
You mean if
And Hall of Flowers is literally just a trade show of all weed products. Everything you can think of, vendors there. That's an opportunity to see what products out, what's new, what price is. They got special, you know, orders, pricing on orders when you get there. So that's 48 hours of peeping new product. But other than that, there's people knocking on the door every day trying to sell us flower. So, they come back to the office, they peep open their Pelican case and show me what they got. And, it always boils down to, supply chain, if you can deal with stores like us that are pushing all that weight, product. And, pricing, obviously, and, things like that are kind of contingent upon, working with a dispensary like us, all in a positive way. So, making those good partnerships and business relationships to be successful and grow together.
So, what would you guys say is your top 5 favorite strain?
Well, we brought a couple with us today, so funny that you mentioned.
So you actually brought your favorites?
Not our favorites, but they're I don't want to say not some of our favorites. That's what I'm saying. They're
my top 5 gotta be OG Kush, OG Kush, OG Kush, OG Kush, OG Kush.
The 5
best.
5 greatest strains alive.
5 greatest strains alive.
Well, we brought some that we wanted to rep. Some companies out in LA. Shout out to Tyson 2.0. And to Andrew from Connected and Alien Labs, thank you very much. Peter from The Bakery. Those are just a couple of our favorites. Out of the hand-selected...
I think we tried The Bakery today, right?
Yes, we did. Yeah.
We smoked some Cushion OJ.
Cushion OJ.
Oh, the OJ. That was very citrusy.
It
was. That was good.
Yeah,
that was good. They
was.
did a real good job at having it taste and smell like the name, Like something called OJ, you want it to be...
The juice.
Exactly. The juice.
You gotta live up to that name. Yeah.
Yes, you do.
You can't hype it and not deliver.
Yeah.
And that Yay Up too. That Yay Up was bomb.
Okay.
That's that Chevy Woods collaboration.
Oh
they did with him.
yeah. That was just that was good. Yup.
Yeah.
What
was the Tyson was in the little glass tips?
No.
Yeah. So there's another company called Oblunto, and they did they love doing collabs, and so they did a collab with Tyson 2.0, glass tip. Dope part about these blunts is that it's all broken up nugs. It's straight nugs. So it hits good. It burns slow. You can really taste it. What is this one? Skittles? Tropicana cookies. Yeah.
Okay.
So we smoked a few of these.
Yeah.
Sounds
Those
like
was
it.
Good.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like it.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, we smoked a few of these.
Guilty.
And then what you got over there?
Right here's the pound for pound cake.
Damn. Pound for pound
the skunky.
cake. That's perfect for this show.
Right?
Pound for pound cake.
Yeah, smell that.
What you think?
A bit smelly.
Yeah, it's that Tyson 2.0 right there.
Wow, it's got a little picture of a belt. You didn't notice?
Yeah, I did notice earlier.
Rightfully so.
So dope.
Yeah, man.
Undefeated. It's a undefeated cannabis flower. Yeah, this is nice.
And we'd have the mic bites, but they're too hot.
I
Too hot right
know,
now.
it sucks. It's like, we'll never get to see what those are like.
Have you guys tried them?
You will.
Have you tried it?
Personally, I haven't even.
What?
No.
I remember them going on the shelves one day and then
Disappearing.
just gone.
That's crazy.
So you guys had them in store and never tried them?
Yeah, I physically
even get
saw
a
them for a second. Yeah.
I got another Cash App question here. They say, is the industry going back to chem fuel flavor?
Hopefully those chem dogs
Yeah.
and sour OGs.
That
hopefully.
gassiness, yeah, definitely. Yeah, those OG strains, you don't see too many.
Yeah, the
out
legacy strains are hard to come by. You always see
Yeah.
some OG Kush, but like a good bomb
Right.
sour indoor sour diesel. Like I don't remember the last time I saw a real sour.
But why? Because of the time, right?
'Cause of the
Because true sour
time.
takes about 12 weeks.
Everyone's all trying
Exactly.
to. Yeah.
And
I wasn't
nobody-
gonna go there, but you know what you're talking about.
Nobody wants to wait. Every
Yeah.
grower is like,
9
fuck it, I
weeks.
need a fucking 8-week strain out
Time is
here.
money.
Exactly.
Time is money.
So you see the gelatos, you see the
Yeah.
runs, you see the ice cream cakes.
Bro, I hate runts. I hate runs.
Yeah, I'm not
Do
a
you
big
like
runs
it?
guy.
Forget how
I
it
can-
tastes. Do you like the look, texture?
Nah, because it doesn't. Not so much because it's not. The flour just doesn't.
I just don't like that
Yeah.
terpene profile. It's just I don't like that spicy shit.
I feel like I'm frustrated with those little ass nugs. I just
don't
want to
mind.
throw them out the fucking window. Like I want a big fat nug, a top, man. Don't give me them runts are always like live up to their name. They're always so little. I don't like it. It's like get this bullshit out of here. Got to break up 20 of them shits before you can roll up an L. Yo, he said, can you get a close up of that pound for pound? I don't know if we can do that.
No, Madison, we really don't know if we can do that.
Yeah, I don't know if we can do that.
Yeah.
It's not a technical limitation. It's out of our control.
We could if we just, it's just gonna be age restricted after that. But yeah. It do smell good though, I'll tell you that. Essay, it smells very good.
Are we gonna smoke it, or are we just gonna talk about how good it smells?
I mean, we'll get to that. We still got plenty of questions. I know I do. I do want to just keep kind of picking your guys' brain, man, because I feel like you're in an amazing position. I feel like you're like me and him. You get to do what you love, so work doesn't feel like work. So, I just kind of want to hear how it is for you guys on the home front. How are the families, or are you single? How are the families handling it? Because I'm sure these are long hours since it's a brand new business, right? Or are you guys?
Yeah, long hours. Fortunately for me, single, no kids. So.
Okay, so you're all work.
I'm on my
you're a
career.
hustler.
I'm on my career. Yeah.
Let's go. You're on the grind, man. What about you?
Hungry. I got a girl at home. Shout out to Marianne. Mad Fitness. That's her gym. Mad Fitness, Santa Barbara.
All right.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, man, the hours are crazy. But she grinds. No one grinds like her. So she gets it, and there's a mutual understanding there. So, and we get to do what we love. She's happy for me.
Absolutely.
She's happy for me. I'm happy for her.
Yeah,
we just want to succeed.
It's amazing to be able to, wake up on a Monday, not give a shit, not count down the days till Friday. You see everyone, talk to people. 2 days left to the weekend, like to not live that lifestyle, man. Like feels like we never worked.
Or
Definitely.
Or to book a flight on Sunday for a podcast on Monday.
Yeah, that you thought was in Los Angeles.
Wires get crossed.
Wires get crossed.
You thought we were in LA? We actually got a studio in LA, right, Madison?
Is that pound for pound?
That pound for pound. So, actually, speaking of pound for pound, what's your thoughts on London pound cake?
I haven't really smoked too much of it.
What?
I haven't really smoked too much of it.
Passiflora has a
Yeah, I didn't really smoke too much of that. I kind of stick to what I like, man. Like I'm a big Kush guy. I'm a big like sour guy. So
yeah. He's particular.
I'm very.
But you said it's hard to get sour.
There's still some sour terpenes out there, some sour profiles. In the right,
Like
grown
what?
the right way. In the right Kush, you'll still get that nice sour gas. My guys that we work with down in the Valley, Passiflora, these guys grow some of the best Kush, like the old school Valley, Los Angeles. 06, 07, 08, just the gas, the heat,
Nice.
stinky, and that's the stuff I like to smoke. And like I said, the industry is evolved so fast, and the genetics, a lot of it's crossed up and a lot of it's the same, So for me personally, it's kind of like, I guess, if you drink wine or you drink beer, some craft beer like that, like what you like. Like I'm not a beer drinker, but I know plenty of dudes that are just like IPAs are their shit. Like I don't even know the difference between an IPA and something else,
Right.
I know I can tell you point A to Z about what sort of weed I'm looking at. But for me, I've kind of found what I like. And, I think it's mental too. I think a lot of the time you smoke weed, like it's mental. Like if you don't like the weed, you don't get fucking high. Does that ever happen to you guys? I just smoked a blunt of this shit and I fucking didn't like it. So I don't really know if I'm high or not. Or maybe I'm high and that's why I'm contemplating that shit. I don't know.
Honestly, I was about to blurt out, man, I never smoked weed I didn't like, but this guy put a fucking L in my hand the other day.
A loss?
And he didn't. No. I'm from the East Coast. We call joints L's for whatever fucking reason. But I'm hitting it and I'm like, bro, what's up with this shit? And he's like, nah, my man sold it to me for $50. And I'm like, $50? So I grabbed the bag.
No,
and
that's actually not what happened.
how'd it happen?
Let me tell you. So we did a 420.
Never would happen.
It was on 420. We did a 420 show. We got like mad high, and so I go home and I fucking pass out, right? And so like my cousin calls me. He's like, yo, I'm at the dispensary. They got a deal on half an ounce.
Half an ounce.
Your cousin ripped you out.
Yo, no, watch this. So he's like, they got a deal on half an ounce, you know, down the street. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm actually out, you know, 420 this morning was crazy. So, you know, pull up. So I'm like, how much was it? So he's like, $50. So I give him 25 and then
25 for half an ounce.
No. It was
half of a half.
No, it was
a
half an
deposit.
ounce. It was a $50 half ounce.
So and you got 25, half of a half.
Right,
A quarter.
so a quarter, right. No, because you're saying half. I'm like, nah, it's not half.
I'm saying y'all split that motherfucker, right?
Man, this motherfucker bought some shake.
It literally said, listen, I didn't know, right? Because he rolled the shit. So I'm in his car and I'm smoking this shit. I'm like, bruh, something ain't right. This shit tastes like hay. And I give it back. And he's like, nah, the bag in there. And I'm going it back. And that shit says shake. I'm like, bro, it says shake right here.
It told you.
No, but look, so like I said, he at the dispensary. So by the time he's like, yo, I'm outside, I'm cool. Get myself together, come outside. He already got the shit, bro. He's like, yeah, half in the bag. I'm cool. It's my cousin. I'm not gonna. You get what I'm saying?
Tell your cousin he owe. He owe.
He light up, and I'm still high. Mind you, been smoking all day, and I'm like, all right, this guy. And I think I might have still had maybe like half of a cone left, and I'm like, yo, this kind of tastes a little funny.
That shit was whack.
Yeah.
I don't even know why would they sell that and label it shake. Like that's crazy.
They don't let anything go to waste.
Yeah.
Nothing goes to waste.
Yeah.
That should have been labeled trim, not shake. Trim. That shit was garbage, man. That was crazy. But you guys don't sell no shake in OnePlant,
Fuck
right?
no.
Flour.
They try to pop it off to me. I'm like, nah.
They try to come through with pounds of trim, like, yo.
There's always an angle, bro. There's always an angle to sell.
Or they'll try to infuse it, infuse it, throw some concentrate in, and try to sell it to you, like, you know.
Sprinkle.
Nothing goes to waste, man.
Yeah. There's a $sign on everything.
How's the infused products doing? Like liquid
Crazy.
infused?
They're booming.
Concentrates?
Yeah.
Like
Or
the wax
infused, like
or
infused
infused pre-rolls?
No, I mean like liquid, like sodas. No,
Everything.
All that moves very well. Edible game's getting a lot stronger. A lot of people more comfortable. I mean, everyone's got PTSD from their first experience, so that's why it started off a little slower. But it's.
Have you guys opened up to edibles?
Yeah, definitely. Him not so much.
Yeah, I'll eat some edibles.
Yeah,
man.
here and there.
But
yeah.
you don't feel like
Dabble.
it's bullshit.
I
feel
mean,
like-
again,
yeah.
for me, man, I like what we just talked about.
Exactly.
I like the flower. I like the weed. I like either, you know, I like the process of, you know, coming home, sitting
Right.
down.
I don't have
you know.
one of those. I ate an edible. 2 hours later, I'm tripping, and I'm like, oh my god! Like, I feel like I eat an edible and nothing ever happens.
you
Yeah,
got
until you
that
eat that
tolerance.
one too many. Bro,
I never
and then you
even
fucking
wait.
yelling for your
I never
mother.
even wait. Like I'll eat an edible and fucking rip a joint.
Yeah,
King
that's the thing.
size.
No,
you-
so
yeah,
same thing
yeah.
with me, man. I got
Yeah.
no patience. You know, like,
Yeah.
I'll eat like 40 milligrams of of edibles, and then I'll fucking take 6 rips.
And there's
Yeah.
there's no point in waiting. If you can
But
smoke
these are
now,
bomb
you
right
smoke
here. You
now.
ever tried these?
Let me
Yeah.
get one of those.
These might actually.
These are bomb. These are
something for
by
you.
Lost Farm. These are from Camino. These are live resin. So
It's a different kind of high.
Live resin basically is a different extraction method that they use. What they do, not to
What is
get
that?
too-
The big press?
No, that's rosin. I'll tell you about
Oh,
that in a second. But yeah, not to get too scientific, because I don't like to get scientific about that shit, and I don't really know a whole crazy, you know, all the equations. But basically, what live resin is they chop the plant, they don't
This
cure
shit's
it.
like a fucking Starburst.
Yep, straight up. They flash freeze it, and the main difference is between live resin and distillate oil is that it retains its natural profile through the entire extraction process.
Okay.
Meaning a little bit slightly less potency, but way better in taste.
I like
way
that I
better
can
in high.
taste
You get to experience the strain.
I like
These are dangerous, bro.
I like that I could taste the weed though. I don't like when I don't.
So these are bomb. These are made with live resin, which is big on the market now, and even solventless, which you just mentioned a second ago. So solventless would be rosin. It's pressed flour at a certain temperature that extracts the cannabinoids from the flour that therefore turn it into rosin, which you can dab. You can make now. People are making stepping it up from the live resin to solventless chews as well. So they're getting crafty with the shit.
Yeah.
Shit is good.
So as a guy that wants to get into marketing, what are you doing for OnePlant to stay innovative and ahead of the curve? Especially with the competition you mentioned.
Yeah, so great question.
Being here helps.
Yeah, Byron.
Shout out.
Yeah, Byron, good job putting this shit together, man.
Shout out to Madison. Thanks for having us, guys.
Yeah, thank you very much for having
coming,
us.
man.
Yeah,
We appreciate you guys.
Yeah, really, thank you for having us. So we do a few things. I mean, I'll speak for a bit and then turn over to Byron. I feel like I've been talking the whole time.
It's cool. You have a soothing voice. That's all good.
I mean, basically, we just guerrilla market. We've been in Santa Barbara for nearly 20 years. I've ran multiple companies, and within those 3 companies, the common factor that I found is that I'm always around college kids. I ran a valet parking company for a minute, 4 or 5 years in Santa Barbara. I also, helped start the first on-demand food delivery service in Santa Barbara as well, which was primarily, in Isla Vista where it started. And then here we are now, a couple 12, 13 years later, and I'm still around these college kids. So I haven't recreated the wheel. I've taken my, my marketing tactics that I've had before, and I've just put them forth to OnePlant. I go out to Isla Vista and I knock on a door on the beach side, and I just start talking to these kids, and I'm like, yo, you kids want some free weed? They're like, yeah. I'm like, cool. I got this big ass banner. Let me put on your balcony. And every month or every couple weeks, you hit me up when you need some pre-rolls or you need some vape cartridges, and I'll come lace you up. So we got 5 to 6 balconies there. That's just straight guerrilla marketing.
Surprisingly, they're very receptive.
Yeah, shocking.
Bro, why you give me free weed? Bro, you could paint your fucking logo on my house. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Bro, they look so confused when you first walk up to them. They're like,
yeah, they're like, what the fuck?
They're trying to.
It's like an episode of Narcos and shit.
Yeah,
like you're gonna whack them.
Yeah, exactly.
And then they open up, and we do taking it one step further. When it's nice days out on a Friday, we'll just pull up and just walk around that town and just pass out joints and T-shirts and whatnot. We do advertising in the local paper. Last thing I'll say and then turn over to Byron is that, we've back to that lifestyle thing. We got a couple skateboarders that are local guys in Santa Barbara. Shout out to Dustin Semenza and Angel Hernandez. And so they're well-known dudes in Santa Barbara. They got a lot of Instagram, content. Fucking amazing skateboarders. Dustin's got a great story about him. And I just wanted to support him. And, we lace him up with T-shirts, hoodies, product. And it's all that social media stuff. And they're out filming clips. And every time they film a clip, they tag us. So we do shit like that, too. And then, plenty of other stuff, which I'll turn over to Byron.
Yeah, so on top of all that, we're very resourceful, first of all. So that helps a lot. Like I said, it's a little slower pace in Santa Barbara. So I think me and Jared are kind of used to having a little bit faster pace production.
Okay.
But we're very fortunate to have very good relationships in Santa Barbara. So we have a lot of support. Another shout out to Santa Barbara. So yeah, it's just it's nice to be able to network over a number of years that we've been there and build these kind of relationships and being able to help the community and them, being able to help us. And I feel like that's the only way, that's the most healthy way to find growth, And I think it's built a lot of trust in us, at least in the industry that we're in. And Santa Barbara is just like that kind of town, Everyone wants to show love where there's appreciation.
For sure.
How far is that? Because I heard you mention San Luis Obispo. How far is that from Vandenberg?
So Vandenberg's by Lompoc. That's about 45 minutes north of Santa Barbara.
Okay.
And then San Luis Obispo is like 2.5, like an hour and a half, 2 hours past.
Oh, okay.
About an hour from Lompoc.
So is it like chill like that? Like
Santa Barbara?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very similar.
Yeah. Okay.
Small little, small population.
Yeah, because I've been up there to both Vandenberg and San Luis Obispo, and it's not what I expected.
I wouldn't say Santa Barbara's anything like Vandenberg.
Well, more so San Luis Obispo. It was like just, I don't know, I guess I was just expecting like more of like a LA vibe. Definitely not the case.
You ever been to San Diego?
Yes.
So Santa Barbara is basically a little miniature San Diego.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, we'll be there this weekend.
Yeah,
That's
we'll be there
right.
this weekend.
We'll be there
Fight
this
party?
weekend.
See what I did there?
See, and it's crazy because I wasn't supposed to go.
Yeah,
So
you
it's-
gotta actually call Madison or Kean to get you booked.
I already called Ken. I'm
good.
booked already, champ.
Oh, you're a good guy.
I'm on top of it.
So, guys, anything else? I don't want to leave anything, for next time. Anything else you guys want to?
Maybe any projects developing
Yeah,
or future
yeah.
locations.
We got a
Future
couple.
locations.
You guys coming to Vegas, man?
I don't know about that right now, man. There's
We'll come back. We'll come back to
We'll
Vegas.
come back. Yeah, I'm down to come back to Vegas.
No, I'm talking about one plant.
Right.
Who knows? I mean,
Is one plant gonna be two plants over here?
Man. Things are happening. There's some things in the works. Like I said, I mean, this industry, things change from hour to hour on every side possible. So, I don't believe it till I see it or till I see that things.
I mean,
are
is it
inked.
volatile?
No, it's not volatile, but you just gotta. Everyone's got a story. Everyone's trying to do their thing. Everyone talks. Only some people walk. I've been in it for a minute. It's like I'm gonna believe it when I see it.
Yeah.
And I just don't believe the bullshit.
Being in the business for so long, do you invest in weed stock, marijuana stock?
I have not invested in any weed stock.
Neither have I. No.
People who are listening right now probably think I'm a fucking moron, but.
And how
that
long
shit's
have you been in
volatile.
this?
Yeah.
How long have you been in this industry?
Shit's volatile, man. You
couple
look
years,
at
just a
some
couple
companies, that I'm not going to mention any names, but some companies that were heavy hitters, 2.5 years ago, now they're 11 cents
Wow.
a stock
Yeah.
or share.
Why do you think that is? Not them
many-
specifically. Why do you think it's, obviously from the outside looking in, it looks like if you can get in this industry, you are set for life.
Street credit goes a long way. There's a lot of anti-corporate people in the business. People that come over from many other industries that don't know anything about this industry. Like, for example, may have ran a makeup company for the last 15, 18 years and been CEO for some sort of cosmetic company, and then they just think they can bring their business model over here, slap on a couple $1 million investment,
that
and then
for
fuck
sure
everything
happens a
up.
lot.
That for
Fuck
sure.
everything up.
That for sure happened in real life. Like the makeup CEO, that for sure was.
I don't even know. I'm just saying whatever you want to say.
Oh, I thought that was something you encountered.
Why? the way that he said it was believable?
Bro, it was just like the most like
It happens.
specific fucking position, right?
It's just I felt like it might be specific, but it's such a cliche fucking story, man.
Nah,
and we hear that all the time, and more power to those people. I'm not hating, but I work for a corporate company, but what our corporate company does is they allow Byron and I to
Run shit.
Create a culture, create a dope environment, give us autonomy and freedom to
The money
run
man
store
is the
we
money
want,
man. And the people who've been on the front line, they continue to run the shit because that's the way it's supposed to be. I get you, man.
Yeah,
totally.
man. Having people above you that get it and support you,
It's
makes a whole
beautiful.
difference, So
It's
shout
beautiful.
out
Makes
to
a big
our
difference.
Vice President of Operations, Ryan Bashar, and our CEO, Adam Wilkes.
Shout out to Patrick Oakes.
shout out to Nesta Gibbs.
For real, man. No, because I understand what you're saying, man. You need someone to believe in your vision, and maybe your vision is a little radical, but you can get the job done.
Yeah,
like you said, you're gorilla, and I relate to that, man, because for us it's like hitting the streets. You know what I mean? Being close to the streets,
Exactly.
And we have a motto in our day-to-day boxing show that is, big, little, small, interviewing them all. It doesn't matter if you're Canelo Alvarez or you're an 0-0 fighter. We want to give you that opportunity where a lot of people don't. So I respect your guys' motto about
Thank
the
you.
guerrilla, marketing and, going up to people in the street and fucking buying advertising space on their house. Like that is...
Surprisingly, people don't do that anymore.
No, I know. It's crazy. And again, that's why shout out to Patrick. Like my man still does mailers. Yeah, bro. He
Yeah.
still mails.
Mailers hit.
He still
I mean,
he still mails your house
Yeah.
advertisement and gets business that way. So it's like these things that we're talking about, they're lost. But you guys are still doing it, so respect.
I was trying to encourage my dad to, implement social media. This is probably like 2012, 2013, to implement social media into his business.
What does he do?
At that time, he had a landscaping company, which he has sold, but he had and still has a trucking company as well. So I was more so the one behind the landscaping company, but obviously he started it and shit, and I was like, yo, we need to push social media, this and that. Yo, he loved his fucking door hangers.
Yeah.
You guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Bro, and
those things work.
And
That's a perfect spot for us in a college town to use that. That's what we do.
They work,
literally, he was like, if you want to do that, cool, but we gonna keep doing the shit that we've been doing because the shit that we've been doing,
if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Started me from nothing to where we at now.
Yeah.
So
there's a lot of trust built in that.
For sure. And
showed some success
I don't
in
knock it, and I think it's also a thing too about like, that's shit you did that worked for you, and you're comfortable with that.
Yeah.
Right, you're comfortable with it. It's something familiar, and I think that.
But that's why I asked what innovative things you're doing, and that's what you was trying to bring to your dad's business. Like, cool, you're comfortable with that, but let's also do something else and be innovative and bring different.
You don't got to reinvent the wheel.
Exactly.
But we do dope shit too. We sponsor a lot of like music and festival things in Santa Barbara, like you mentioned.
Even the skateboard thing.
Really we got a golf tournament we're sponsoring on May 21st. It's a cannabis related golf tournament. Down the street. Consumption on site.
Golf. People that play golf smoke weed.
Man, they do
all
sorts
the time.
of shit, man.
You got to think
they're
about
partiers, bro.
Really?
Golfers like to party.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm telling you, when I lived in Summerlin, the fucking my community bar was on a golf course, and that was the thing out there. Like,
golfers get down.
A lot of the bars are like on this golf course or like whatever golf course. And bro, I've never golfed other than like Top Golf.
Golfers high.
Bro, those people are there all day.
So yeah, man,
that's the most laid back high.
That's funny.
So it's cool. We're sponsoring this. We got 2 holes on it, and we're the first sponsor. So I'm like, yo,
wait. So you get like the flag has your
that's exactly one. So that's one thing. We're gonna customize flags. But I told the dude, I'm like, yo, I'm down to help you out. It's for a nonprofit, for a charity too. So we want to give back to the community. But I'm like, yo, I want 2 holes. I want the 9th and the 18th. If I'm your first sponsor, let me pick my 2 holes. So I got the turn and the final. So that's a little bit of just my marketing creativity while I'm trying to hustle.
Because
exactly, it's the biggest 2 holes.
Yeah, he don't know shit about.
I got a cash app. I got a cash app that
you don't even want to talk about it, bro.
I got a cash app that says Tiger Woods did stay partying.
Yes, he did.
Yo.
Tiger. Yeah, we're always trying to innovate and get creative with things. I mean, you got to adapt and evolve, or else you're going to get stale,
That's really dope, especially because, and obviously you said this is for a charity, so I'm not saying this is why you did it, but a lot of people that golf have money. So if I see your brand at the biggest 2 fucking hoes, on the course, you're probably somebody I should.
I don't think the women listening are gonna appreciate the way you guys are talking about it.
Bro, we're talking golf. The 9th hole and the 18th hole are the 2 most important holes. It just is what it is. That's golf,
Yeah, golf.
I always thought it was the bottom bitch was the most important. He didn't get it.
I got it.
Over the head.
No, I got it. But it's the fact that you said it. I'm like,
do I agree? Do I not say nothing?
Moving on. Before you guys go, though, I guess if I have any question, it's what is the biggest misconception a non-weed smoker has, that you guys would like to debunk? Like, what do you think that...
he looks like he don't give a fuck what anybody thinks.
Don't give a fuck,
yeah, but I mean, don't
doubt me, but I don't even take that as motivation.
No, but I'm saying, don't you want the weed market to grow? Like for me, I promote the sport. Like I want the sport to grow. Like if there's a big fight that I think is a fight that we don't come across very often, I'm promoting the shit out of it, and I'm not getting nothing out of it because. Yeah. Like I am as far as content and shit, but it's still like I want it to grow, I want it to succeed. Like, what don't you want? Or is it just
for me? I think what it is just focusing on maintaining a good flower menu, keeping people coming back for a lot of things that are missing from the industry, things you can find anywhere. I think if I get many compliments and I'm proud of all of them, but one thing I continuously see on our Weed Map reviews is people talking about our menu selection. And like we said about legacy brands, how it takes them back a little bit. Like they come in and they see, a Romulan strain. That's an old school strain you haven't seen for years. Or a green crack strain that you haven't seen for years.
Oh my God.
You feel me?
I haven't even had legit green crack. I've only had black market green crack.
Yeah, we got some good green crack in from I'll give them a plug, Ember Valley. So I think for me, if I'm answering your question correctly, I mean it's not really a misconception, but I think maintaining that quality of product. So nothing goes stale, and that's not in a literal term. That's more of a figurative term, but that's where my head's at, and what I take pride in is people, again, they know where to come in to find out what they want. And when it comes down to retail and it comes down to a business model, that just boils down to going into Foot Locker and knowing that they got what you fucking want. Mm-hmm. And that equals success. They're going to come back.
So when you speak of legacy strains, is Gorilla Glue considered a legacy strain?
I mean, it's a root of a legacy strain.
Because it's from derivative of what?
Whatever.
OG?
I mean, yeah, Girl Scout cookies. I mean, like I said, back in the day.
White Widow, definitely legacy.
White Widow, White Rhino, AK-47, Alaskan Thunderfuck, Bubblegum, G13, Durban Poison, Bubba Kush. That was a great one.
Man, you guys have those?
I wish.
Oh.
Got a couple here and there, but, that's, yeah, that's what I'm always looking for, as a buyer for my shop and having a little say of what we carry, those are the things I'm looking for that set us apart. So, when they are thinking about where to go, if they want to go down the street, it's like,
so
nah.
why you guys don't get with certain growers to grow what you want? And they kind of married to them.
I don't think we're really in that position.
Oh, no?
I think that's kind of a reach for what we do operationally.
Yeah, that's more like
shop.
a distribution.
Yeah.
To be that middleman,
Yeah.
which isn't a bad business model in itself either.
Yeah. And it's we live in a county where there's a lot of growing going on too and stuff. So there's a lot of there's like a saturation of outdoor weed in our area, and I think, like he said, with the flower menu, we're trying to do certain things to set ourselves apart, but offer things that are kind of like off the beaten path that are so good and just have a good reputable name, just good flower.
And staying relative.
It doesn't have to be the same thing as everyone else. I think that's important. Sure. You don't have to try to be different. You just do your own thing. So.
Does California allow? Do they have weed lounges or anything like that yet?
Yeah, Palm Springs. We have a license for a weed lounge in Palm Springs. It's not operating right now, but there is. Depending on the city, municipally differs from city to city, so county to county as well. So in Santa Barbara, no lounges. San Diego, I don't think they have any lounges. LA may have one or two. Palm Springs definitely has a handful. Lompoc has one.
Do you think that is something that's missing?
Depending on the person, that's just kind of like a bar scene with weed, and I'm not a big bar drinking guy. I'll go out socialize with my homies, but I'm not even gonna go pull up at a bar solo. I don't think I'm gonna pull up at a lounge, spark a J solo. Yeah. Rather just call the homie and go smoke one with them. Yeah, down on the beach in beautiful Santa Barbara.
I think you'd have to offer.
I would love to see what that looks like. You can pull up to a bar and let me get a pre-roll.
When we go to the bars, we're smoking joints out back anyway.
Yeah. So I guess we don't really need a lounge if we could just do that.
Yeah, but think about it. How many times have you been somewhere fuck, I gotta walk outside to light up? Or,
Yeah,
that's true. You gotta, if you can find a niche, if you can find something to offer that will be an attraction in that lounge, then I think it could work. But if you're just occupying space, everyone's gonna be awkwardly stoned.
And if the
you're right.
What are you gonna do? Everyone's gonna cluster up.
There's also you can't mix alcohol and cannabis in the same establishment.
You can't?
Not in California. I don't know about anywhere else.
That's
so
bananas.
Yeah. So yeah, we can't even sell tobacco blunt wraps in the shop. Everything's got to be
hemp or something.
Hemp, yeah, everything.
What?
Yeah, hemp. So we don't like the blunts that we sell, like Packwoods or
That's crazy.
Any more
tobacco
blunt.
free.
Yeah, tobacco free blunts.
I
Yeah.
can't believe that.
Yep. So they're made out of hemp. So all those ones in California, all those blunts, none of them are tobacco. But yeah, man, it's a fun industry for sure.
Well, gentlemen, give out that social media, and we're gonna go ahead and wrap up. We do appreciate you guys coming in, and we do want you to give out your social media in case anybody wants to follow you. They can do so. Please let them know how.
Cool. We have an Instagram page. It's at OnePlant Goleta. Please give us a follow. Shout out to our crew at OnePlant. They all work real
And it's
hard.
spelled out, not the number, right? Spelled out.
Spelled out. ONEPLANT Goleta. Yeah,
Awesome.
shout out to our crew, man.
They deserve love.
We got
they hold us down.
Yeah, I mean, always use the comparison that we're just the coaches and then the players on the field, and obviously you got to have team chemistry, in the locker room, and we try to create a great culture and fun environment where they enjoy to come to work just as we do, and showing respect and creating a good culture all around, and it comes to show.
Definitely. Yeah.
We got Chuck Supremacy with a Cash App. He says, "Bless up and grow." Flex emoji, gentlemen. So sending y'all some love.
Thank you.
Have you both given out the social medias?
I'm at Juice for Jordans. You heard that? Juice for Jordans.
At Byrock21, BYROC21.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and
OnePlant.
get to this intermission and go ahead and take a quick picture. We'll be back.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.